Hey guys, Jeremy here with Family Protection USA. Tonight I was going through, I was kind of cleaning out some of my guns, just getting the dust and dirt out of them from everyday carry and just from carrying into the woods and stuff. I've had a few hunts here lately, and I do carry these two particular handguns when I'm hunting. It depends on which location I'm hunting, depends on which one I carry. In my stands, I will carry my subcompact just because I don't want it bumping up against that. But if I'm in the blind or something, I'll carry my full size. Now, I started out the night cleaning these with my Glock Gen 5 17, my Glock 17 Gen 5. And I really like this gun. I've never really been a Glock fanboy, but this has been a really great gun so far. And I like some of the newer features on this. And the way it fits my hand is pretty nice. It does have a tighter recoil spring in here, so it's going to help a little bit with your recoil. And the guide rod, I think they replaced it also, and it does come with a match grade barrel. So I'm going to do a review on this handgun very soon. It'll actually probably be my next video after this, so I'm not going to get into a whole lot about this. But I started with it, I took my magazine out and unchambered the firearm, made sure it was clear. Everything's good to go. Magazine's good, nothing there. So after I got it cleaned, I went on to my other one, my subcompact. Now, the subcompact I'm talking about is the Springfield XD Mod 2, chambered in 9mm. Now, this gun, it is clear. There's nothing in it at all. I have completely took this gun apart and put it back together. So with this one, I've actually never had any kind of malfunctions out of this firearm. And I bought this one brand new when they first come out. And I've really liked this gun. It doesn't have the best trigger in the world, and it does have this, and it does say grip zone on the side. But this gun actually feels really nice in the hand, and it shoots good. I've never had any problems out of it. It's always been 100% reliable for me. I've shot match grade ammo, I've shot cheap ammo, I've shot self-defense ammo, I've shot steel cased, or not steel cased, but aluminum cased ammo in this. And it's always functioned for me. So I've never had a problem out of it up until tonight. Now, it was not a firing issue, but I'm going to show you. So I haven't touched the issue yet. I pulled the magazine out of this, and immediately upon pulling the magazine out, let me pull that back again, set that in a safe direction. Immediately on pulling the magazine out, now I have my flush mount magazine and it's 13 round mag, I heard some clicks. Let me get it closer to the mic. So it kind of sounds like there's some ammo loose in it or something. I've never had that issue with this magazine, guys. So I'm going to take it apart and we're going to see if there's an issue. If not, awesome. I'm going to put it back together and we'll go from there. But actually, I was going to say it stopped, but it didn't. No, it's still going. So I haven't shot this one in a few months, and like I said, I've never had an issue with this, but it wasn't doing that the last time I had this gun out, and it hasn't been bumped around or banged around. So let's find out what's wrong with it. First thing I'm going to do is unload it. Actually, let me move you guys down here to where you can see what I'm doing. Alright guys, so I got you moved down here to where you can see what I'm doing here on the table. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way a little bit. I'm just going to set my handgun right back inside of that holster. Move my Glock over. So I went ahead and I've pulled out 3 rounds. They look fine to me so far. I don't hear any kind of a wiggle in there anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the rest of them out. These look good. Looks good. Looking good. My spring has plenty of springiness to it. So that's good. My follower looks good, and I don't hear it anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this thing loose. Let's find out what's going on with this. Now, if you're taking your magazine apart, please be careful removing the end plate, because this spring is under pressure and you could lose some parts, and we don't want to lose some parts. I thought I did just now. Anyway, all you do, you push that little knob down. Most magazines are the same way. Even the Glock, you know, you just push that little button down and it slides off of there. So you're going to slide it off. Make sure you put everything back in order the way it came out. The spring can be flipped in most of them, as far as I know. So there's that. We're going to take that out. That looks good, guys. Some dust on it. I need to clean it. I haven't cleaned that thing in a while. Now, if you look at this spring, you'll see the way that it's made here. It's real skinny up top, and then it kind of twists out and it bows up a lot wider here at the bottom. This is the top and this is the bottom. Kind of spinning a little bit there for you guys. So my spring looks good, it feels good. Let's pull the follower out. Follower has no damage on it, from what I can see so far. Yeah, it's good, guys. I don't know. I mean, I've never had that issue. So generally, whenever you're hearing that, your rounds are not setting in there properly. And I've had that issue a lot with 300 blackout rounds, especially putting them into a 5.56 magazine. But I don't see the problem. So I'm going to wipe these down just a little bit. We're going to reassemble this thing and put it back together. I'm going to set this here. Alright guys, so I got some rim oil. I got me a rag. And we're just going to wipe this stuff off and see if we can figure out what's going on with this stuff. So the follower looks good. So far, everything that I've looked at looks pretty good. It's just got a little bit of dust on it. So, and that could be the issue. But honestly, in my opinion, if this stuff is happening, then my spring's probably going bad. So we're just going to wipe a little bit of oil on here and then just wipe it off just to clean it. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to wipe a little oil and wipe it off. Set that there. Let's go ahead and get our butt plate. Butt plate. I said butt plate. Just going to wipe that off and then wipe the excess oil off. You don't want these to be very oily, because it will pull in dirt and it can cause your magazine to malfunction. So we're just going to wipe a little bit of oil on it and then just clean it as we go. That piece is done. Now for my spring, let me pull this around here. For the spring, we're just going to lay it down, just zap it with a little bit of rim oil. I'm going to start from this larger side here and then just twist through there and just wipe all the dust and dirt off of this thing as we go. And that is clean, guys. Alright. That looks nice and clean in there. I don't even see anything in it. Clean. Alright, so I said that on most magazines you can flip the spring. On this one in particular, you cannot flip this spring, okay? The reason for that is the bottom side of this is much larger than the top. It's tapered off here at the top of the spring. And I can twist it around here so you guys can see that a little bit. So this one will have to go back in the correct way, and I'll show you how to do that. Some of the springs, though, like I was talking about, it's the same diameter all the way up. So it doesn't matter if you flip it or not. This one, however, it does matter. So we are done cleaning that. I'm going to put that over to the side. What we're going to do is we're going to start by putting our follower back in. So you want your follower to go in the correct way, and this one goes in just like that. So it's going to be angled up. Drop that in, sets in great. Now with your spring, it's going to go the same way as your follower in your mag. So this is going to go up towards the top just like that. I'll put that in there. And then this little plate, this has to set in there a certain way. I'm pretty sure it goes this way, but we'll see in just a second. So if you put it in wrong, guys, I promise it's going to be okay. You just take it out, flip it around the other way, and you'll know if it's in right, because whenever you go to put your butt plate back on here, it will make an audible click and click into place. If it doesn't do that immediately, once you slide it all the way forward, then just pull that off, flip that around, and it'll go on right. Okay, so we should have an audible click, and we do. So the magazine's good. Spring still feels good, guys. I'm not sure here. So I'm still kind of thinking maybe the spring may be going bad. I have put a lot of rounds through this handgun. I have put, guys, I would say I've probably got 3,000 rounds through this thing. Pretty close to it anyway, between 2,500 and 3,000 rounds through this. And like I said, I've never had a malfunction with the Springfield XD Mod 2. Never. This is the first issue I've ever encountered with this gun. Is this my favorite gun? It's not. But I do like that gun. And haters gonna hate, you know. I mean, some people hate Springfield. Some people love them. You know, I'm the kind of guy that if it works, it works. I don't care the name brand. Just reach it to me. If it works, then great. We'll go and have fun and shoot it. But anyway, like I said, haters gonna hate. It is what it is. So let's get this loaded up. Like I said, this is a 13 round magazine. So let's put her in it. I'm at 8. Still nothing. That's good. Nothing. Nothing. And nothing. So my guess is, yeah, because it's still not doing it. My guess is there was just a loose round in it, and it just needed to fall back into place where it was at. I've never had that issue out of these magazines. I have another one right here for this same gun, and this one is the 16 round magazine. No issue, guys. I don't know. Have you guys ever had this issue? If so, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be watching that, though, because with that doing that, my spring may be getting bad, and I may have to change that thing out pretty soon. So I will be sure to follow up on that. If that's the case, I'll let you guys know. I'll come back and I'll put a comment or something on there and let you guys know, hey, the spring did go bad, or whatever. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this, though. I'll probably go and shoot this gun very soon just to see what happens after I put maybe 2 boxes of ammo through it. We'll see what happens. I'll try to put maybe 50 to 100 through that one, and I'd like to put a couple hundred through this one and get some video footage of that for you guys also. But times are tough right now during COVID. You guys know all about that. So anyway, I heard the ammo shortage is starting to slack up a little bit. I'm not 100% sure of that, especially on handgun rounds. I do work at Walmart, and we do see some ammo, but at our little store that we have, we don't get a whole lot in. We mostly get, some 12 gauge, some number 8 shot, number 7 shot, stuff like that. And we'll see. I've been seeing a lot of 350 Legend lately. The Winchester XP 350 Legend. Been seeing a lot of that. We'll get some 30-30, 243, 30-06, a little bit of 270 in. 30-06 we don't get a whole lot of anymore. That's pretty popular round right now. 6.5 Creedmoor, we'll get that in. A lot of people are stockpiling that still. So once it comes in, it's gone pretty quick. But anyway, you guys know all about the ammo shortage. If you've been in the gun world for any amount of time, or even if you didn't know anything about guns, I'm sure you've heard about the ammo shortage that's been going on since COVID. So anyway, guys, I will keep you posted on this magazine. And like I said, if you have had this experience out of the Springfield Armory XD Mod 2 chambered in 9mm, or any other one, but this magazine in particular, if you guys have had any issues out of that, please let me know in the comments below. That would be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.